G'day guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Simply Fit and my wrap up to the ANB Melbourne competition that just happened last weekend on Saturday the 10th of September. So today, currently it's Thursday the 15th of September 2022, which means we're 5 days past the competition that was held in Melbourne. So let's just go backwards a little bit. Last video I did, 2 days out, and I'll just start from there, what's been going on. So on the Friday, myself and Emily, Josh and Courtney travelled down to Melbourne. We all got down there around 2 p.m. Obviously with the depletion, it's 1 litre of water, and we just sipped it on the way, had our carbs, felt really good, and got to the place we were staying at, and we had our base coat of tan which got sprayed on Thursday night, and I did a coat myself Friday morning before we left at about 6:30 in the morning. And then when we got to Melbourne, we each did 3 or 4 more coats that day. We did a lot of posing, some videos which you'll see in this video, photos. It was really good lighting in the back area of the place we stayed at, so we got some good photos. And then we just relaxed. We kept the nutrition exactly how it's meant to be with our rice and our 2 chicken meals for the day with the rice. And before bed, we all had a glass of red wine for the diuretic effect and went to bed. We all went to bed relatively early and had a pretty good sleep. Got up Saturday morning. The girls had a makeup artist come around to do their makeup. We did some more tanning. Girls got their hair done, all the accessories. It's so much easier for blokes. We can just chuck our tan on, make sure your trunks are fitting correctly, and that's it really. So it was pretty cruisy for me Saturday morning, and we were really just trying to stay relaxed. So you had to be at the venue at 8:15 in the morning, so the girls were all ready by 8:15 to get in there and sign in early. So we got to the Kingston Arts Centre in Moorabbin at around about 8:15, and we were early. Not much stuff was ready to go, so we were allowed to go into the pump up area or the backstage area and find a nice place to set our equipment up and for our bands and just food and stuff like that. The girls were up first at around about the show ran on time, so it was about 10:15. Before we actually signed in, I made Courtney go to speak to the promoters and make sure she was signed on for her posing routine, the individual posing routine. So when she went and spoke to them, she hadn't been signed on, so she put her name down to do the posing routine, which turned out awesome, because as we move forward in this video, you'll see why. I should have really confirmed I was doing my posing routine, but I thought I'd booked in to do it. The DJ had my music, and again, I'll get to that in a moment. So the girls were up first, their posing routine. Emily went up first. She smashed it.
Oh, come on. Give her a round of applause, please. Make her feel welcome. Yeah.
I need your love. I need your time. When everything's wrong, you make it right. I feel so high. I come alive. I need to be free with you tonight. I need your love. I take a deep breath every time I pass your door. I know you're here, but I can't see you anymore. And that's the reason you're in the dark. I've been a stranger ever since we fell apart, and I feel so helpless here. Wash my eyes and fill with fear. Tell me, do you feel the same? Hold me in your arms again. I need your love. I need your time. When everything's wrong.
Emily.
Courtney followed her fantastic routine.
Let's go, Court.
It's okay to make some noise, folks. You got nuts. Come on.
Come on, Court. Yeah, caught.
Really good there. The peak was as good as it can be. So the peak, we got there, we were as dry as we could be, we were as full as we can be. And obviously we've all got a bit of body fat we can still lose for Adelaide, which is next week, 9 days from now. So there's still improvements to be made. But the girls went up there, they went really well. They just enjoyed the time. It was really a proud moment, me watching them, all their hard work leading up to this point and then being on stage and displaying their physiques. So it was just awesome to watch. So end result for the girls was Emily won the over 25 women's figure gold. Courtney won the under 25 and the novice. And I believe she won the posing routine. And then she got second in the overall. Emily got third in the overall, and just cleaned up. So between the girls, they got like 9 medals. It was crazy. So yeah, Courtney won the novice. Emily got second in the novice. It's just crazy. Like the amount of medals they got, I was sitting backstage just loving it. So I'm up very next straight after them. So as I was backstage, I was speaking to the helpers backstage and asked if my routine was first, and they hadn't had me booked in for a routine. So I tried to get them to speak to the DJ and the promoters and get me up there because I was ready. The DJ had my music. I was ready to go. I've practiced the routine, which you will see this routine next weekend. I'll be able to do it, which I'm excited about. But fortunately, couldn't get up and do the routine. So I jumped up on stage, we went through the posing, the pose-offs, whatnot. I was in the under 90s category, the novice and the open category. At the end of the day, I won the novice, I won the under 90s category, and they don't do placings in the open. So the bloke who won the open was really, really conditioned. He was really good. So congratulations to him too. So I was up and done in about 40 minutes, I'd say, 30, 40 minutes. It was really good. Finished the day down there by lunchtime. Then we obviously just got dressed, went back to the place and had a shower and got rid of a lot of the tan, but obviously you can still see I've still got tan on me. It sticks really well. And I went out with my mate Alex. We went straight to the gym after a meal and trained some shoulders just because I like to get the blood moving again and get the body back to homeostasis as quick as I can. And trained, and then it was cheat meal time. So we all went our separate ways that night. We were going to stay that night in the same place together, but plans changed. So Emily went with her parents to get a cheat meal, and then as they were coming back home the next morning, she stayed the other side of the city with them. And my wife and my kids flew in from Mildura down to Melbourne, so I picked them up. We stayed at my sister-in-law's house. So, and Courtney and Josh stayed in the place we had originally booked. So I had pizza that night, wood-fired pizza. It was delicious. I literally just there was 3 pizzas between the 3 of us, and I probably smashed 1.5 of them. I didn't have any desserts or anything other than the pizza. And I actually had some yogurt with berries. I've been craving the yogurt. And that was about it Saturday night. Sunday, side note, I forgot to take my scales to the comp. So the morning we left, I was 85.4 kilos. I would suggest I maybe competed at about 85 kilos. And the girls were around about 65 and 63 kilos respectively. So 65 for Emily, 63 for Courtney. Then Sunday came around and we had my little nephew's birthday party. So they had pizzas there again. And of course, you can't say no to pizza. So my plan was to have a cheat meal Sunday, Monday as well. But what I did was Sunday afternoon, had a pizza. Went to Aldi, got a big block of chocolate, which is the chocolate with the sea salt in the middle, and literally had the whole block pretty much to myself. That night we got Uber Eats chicken parma, and then that was it really. Some more yogurt and just bits and pieces, but nothing major. Felt awesome. All the cravings are gone. Leading into Monday, the drive home, I just had my clean food again. 0 carbs. So from Monday, I went 0 carbs and all I had was salad. I got some mussels and some salmon from Safeway. Mixed up like 3 of those salad meals. I got some chicken, and we had some chicken at my parents' place on the way home. We visited them, had some chicken. So from Monday till today being Thursday, I've been 0 carbs. And when I got home Monday night, I was around 91.4 kilograms. And as of this video, I'm exactly 87 kilos. So the weight's dropping very quickly with the 0 carbs. And then, of course, tomorrow being Friday, depletion number 2 starts. So depletion number 2 is going to be very similar to number 1. It works, and I don't want to muck around with it too much. The only thing that I'm going to definitely do is, in the depletion 1, I put in by mistake 27 mils of glycerin in my drink. I'm going to up that to 30, and I didn't have any issues with 27 mils, so I'm going to up that to 30, see how that goes, which is my Friday in the morning. I've got 3 drinks with glycerin, dextrose, and creatine, and 200 mils of water, and that's to rapidly get carbs in. So I'm going to up that to 30, and the other thing I'm going to implement is on the Friday, next Friday, when we're 1 day out, your whole point of this day is to create a diuretic effect, so as naturally as you can. I don't like taking, obviously, diuretics or herbal or like diuretic tablets and stuff like that. I don't like that. I like to just try to do it with manipulation of sodium and potassium and stuff like that. But what I'm going to implement, I've been doing a lot of research, is some dandelion tea. So on the Friday, we allocate 1 litre of water for the whole day to have around our meals or whenever you need it. What I did was had literally like about 200 mils of water per meal. So there's 6 meals, so there was about 150 to 200 mils per meal. And what I'm going to do is, in my 1 litre water bottle, I'm going to chuck a couple of dandelion tea bags in there, let it soak overnight, and that I'll drink that during the day, and I'll see what that effect creates. And that's the only change I'm going to do. I do have ideas for different peak week strategies. I've got some friends looking over my current peak week and giving me their knowledge and their expertise of maybe some different strategies to try. And then obviously the comp is on that Saturday, so we'll see how we go there. So far out of this season B, we've come home as a collective with 10 medals, I think. So it's pretty good so far. 10 medals and 1 comp to go, and we'll see what happens. We have to do routines, which I can't wait for. Can't wait to see the condition comparisons with that extra week of dieting. The carb meal, the cheat meals fill you out a bit, and then we've pulled the carbs again, and just want to see how it all turns out. I'm very excited to be competing against the athletes there and to be representing the ANB in that competition. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. I'm feeling good. That depletion week is certainly harder on your body, and your mental strength needs to shine through, and both girls smashed it. So obviously it's a hard week, and if it was easy, everybody would look good, but they went through it really well, no issues, and they were happy to get some food, and we're all ready to smash it again starting tomorrow and get the condition as good as we can for next weekend. So hopefully the next video we'll have some more medals to display and some more good news. But at the end of the day, it doesn't bother me about medals. Medals mean, they're good to get, but I want to improve myself each time. I want to push myself to see what I can do within the limits of what I'm prepared to do too. So I have a family, I have responsibilities, I have a business, and I can't just sit there and have chicken and broccoli every 2 hours and then be as strict as potentially you need to be. I want to do this and have fun, and obviously you still got to sacrifice to get conditioned for stage and to look good, but I want to do this as a balance, and I want to show people how it can be done, and you don't ruin relationships, you don't become a dickhead to people and aggressive and so up yourself and think everything's so self-important that nothing else matters. So that's the thing I've been telling the girls too, and they've done such a good job is finding balance. And if you don't enjoy it, we're not going to do this long term. So I want to continue to compete with the team as long as I can. And as long as I myself can see improvements that I'm making, we're going to continue. So really happy with how the weekend went, really happy with the guys that came to support us. So thank you everyone that came to support. It was fantastic. And I'm predicting Adelaide is going to be a bigger show with more supporters that are coming to cheer us on. And yeah, I just can't wait. So don't forget, guys, subscribe to the channel for more content. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment. Any comment I'll reply to. So get me on social media. You can find the girls on social media too. All the details in the description of all of our social media accounts. I've got an app. I can train you online as well. So yeah, I love this sport. I love the lifestyle, and I just love teaching and learning. So any feedback you guys have got, some of you out there might have a depletion week protocol you want to share with me. I'd love to see that, because I'm all ears for different ideas. Just on off on a tangent here, I'm going to implement with the girls in the off season every 4 or 5 weeks. We're going to trial a different type of depletion/peak week and implement that into our off season. Even though we will be eating more calories, I'm going to just do some different manipulation techniques and see how we adjust. And then I'm going to continue those models into our next diet phase, which will be around about December this year. So in about 3 or 4 months. So I have a really good structure. I'm like a train on a track, so I know where I'm heading. I just need to get us there, and yeah, we're learning it along the way. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. See you in a few days after the Adelaide competition, and remember, keep flexing.